It's interesting how everything moves in cycles. Today's hot new artists sound as hard and traditional as Hank Williams, after all them urban cowboys. And rockabilly keeps rearing its head. There's a group on today's scene whose harmonies are called the female version of the Everly Brothers. They're part of country music's new wave, and their roots go back to the days of Buddy Holly. Let's welcome the Sweethearts of the Rodeo.
I should have reconsidered all those things I said I do. So now I'm changing all those changes that I made when I left you. Sweetheart, I'm changing all those changes that I made when I left you. Because I made those changes when I thought you were untrue. But now you're gone and now I found there's nothing I can do except to change up all those changes that I made when I left you. Oh! Just let me out of care. But now I know you're gone and I can't find you anywhere. I should have reconsidered all those things I said I do. But now I'm changing all those changes that I made when I left you. Just let me out of care. And now I know you're gone and I can't find you anywhere. I should have reconsidered all those things I said I do. But now I'm changing all those changes that I made when I left you. I'm changing all those changes that I made when I left you.
A lot of 80s rockers have led a musical back to the roots movement. This guy first started making waves in 1981 when his band, the Stray Cats, started a rockabilly revival in the U.S. He's gone on to other things since, including playing the role of Eddie Cochran in the movie La Bamba. But he's at his best when he's playing basic rock and roll. Here's Brian Setzer.
Well, all of my loving, all of my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, all the world can see how you were meant for me. All of my life, baby, I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, all the world can see that you, baby, were meant for me. Well, stars appear and the shadows are falling. You can hear my heart a-calling. A little bit of love will make everything right. I'm gonna see my mama, baby, baby. All my love, oh, baby, all my kisses. You hooked up and you man, I'm missing, oh boy. You're with me, oh boy. All the world can see that you were meant for me. Oh, look out now. You don't know what you made of this, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, all the world can see that you were meant for me. All of my life, baby, I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitation, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, all the world can see that you baby, were meant for me. Well, now stars appear and the shadows will fall. You can hear my heart call. A little bit of love will make everything right. I'm gonna see my mama, baby, baby. All of my love, oh, baby, all my kissing. And you don't know what you been missing. Oh, boy, when you're with me, oh, boy. All the world can see that you were meant for me. Oh, yeah, you were meant for me.
When it comes to rock and roll's pioneers, our next guest ranks right up at the top. He's one of the world's real good human beings, Tennessee born and bred. He was part of the incredible Sun record stable that included Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Roy Orbison, and Charlie Rich under one roof. But this man had the big one, and it's a rock and roll standard. Mr. Blue Suede Shoes, Carl Perkins.
Hold my clothes, go kid. I got no matches, but I got a long way to go. Lord, I'm a Tennessee boy, and I feel like I'm home. I'm a Tennessee boy, and I feel like I'm home. I'll never be happy. Everything I do is wrong. Oh, I'm sick of one with a back box, hold my clothes. Hey, wanna work the back box, hold my clothes. I got no matches, but I got a long way to go. All right, rock. Let me be your little dog till your big dog comes. Let me be your little dog till your big dog comes. When the big dog gets here, show him what the little Perkins done. Baby, I'm sick of you. Wanna hold the back box, hold my clothes. Sick of you. Wanna hold the back box, hold my clothes. I got no matches, but I got a long way to go. Give me some piano, Georgia lady. feel real honored that we were asked to come down and be a part of what I know is going to be a great, great show in honor of one of the greatest guys that I ever knew in the music business. Buddy Holly will never leave us. Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't. There for my blue suede shoes. All you can do is a thing but play off of my blue suede shoes. You knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do, but baby, they're off of my shoes, and don't you ever my blue suede shoes. And you can do anything but they're off of my blue suede shoes. All right, let's rock. Burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, but I'm baby now off of my shoes, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but off of my blue suede shoes. Yes, Mr. Sexton, get down. For the show, I dance, but I'm getting old, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but it's on my blue suede shoes. Well, all right now, blue suede shoes, baby, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, baby, blue suede shoes. Do anything but it's on my blue suede shoes. One more. My blue suede shoes. Thank you very much. I love you. Yeah.
Tell her rock like a hickory knock, rock upon my baby, up and down, around the clock, well, rock me, my baby.
This tribute to Buddy Holly will continue.
I can't let you go, you're the one.
Well, Buddy and I were friends right off. I liked him, and I think he liked me. Well, I know he did, yeah. And he loved music, you know. That was the greatest thing in his life, and he was always that way. You know, he was I always refer to him as like an upper. He was always up and always laughing and always cutting up. I only saw Buddy mad about once, you know. But I never saw a negative side of him. I never did. And he laughed at himself, you know, like the hiccuping thing, you know. He would laugh about that, and he always, he laughed about the, Well, All Right. I loved that song by him, you know. And he always told me it was a hillbilly in me, you know. But, you know, he liked all kinds of music, not just rock and roll or rockabilly music. And he had some great ideas. He was thinking all the time. Buddy was the first person, you know, that really had faith in my music and me as a singer and as an entertainer, enough to do something about it, you know. He tickled me, you know. I mean, like when he produced my first record that I ever cut, Jolie Blonde and When Zen Stops, you know.
his music was timeless. You can listen to those records right now and really, I mean, you listen to, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, you know. That's wonderful, you know, it's still great. And you can still feel his energy and everything in the music.
Heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me?
Some of the recording sessions that we had with the boys, I wasn't always in here. Sometimes I was out working in the yard or doing other things, and I'd be called into the studio to play on something. But it was real relaxed. Norman would just go over the numbers with the boys, and they'd decide what they were going to do. Most of our sessions were into the wee hours of the morning because the boys would be maybe in Lubbock, and they would come over, and Norman would record them at night. They looked like, sort of like farm boys. They didn't look like they would be musicians to me, and of course that doesn't mean anything, but I just didn't expect what came out of them when I heard them, and especially Buddy. He was really a natural acting person. He didn't put on any kind of an act. Even after he got to be a star, he was still the same old Buddy that I knew. There were many instruments in here. In fact, all of these instruments have been used on the session. They're the original ones. But of course, my favorite is the Celeste, which I was able to play on Buddy's every day.
Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me?
Our next guest is one of the originals, who along with Elvis, Fats Domino, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee, and Buddy Holly, introduced rock and roll music to the world in the 1950s. He was a close friend of Buddy's. Let's welcome the Gypsy Man, Buddy Knox and the Ricochets.
Hey, this is for the old rockers we got around here. We got a few of them, baby. Well, all I want is a party doll to come along and make it when I'm feeling wild. To be able to live in a 2 and 5. Fingers through my hair. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. And I'll make love to you, I'll make love to you. Well, I saw a gal walking down the street with kind of a lot of love to me. She had blonde hair and eyes blue. Baby, I have a party with you. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. And I'll make love to you, and I'll make love to you. We're gonna show him off. Our Stevens. Every man's gotta have a party doll to be with him, but when he's feeling wild, to be able to live in a 2 and 5. Run my finger through his hair, run my finger through his hair. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. And I'll make love to you, and I'll make love to you. One more song. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. I'll make love to you, and I'll make love to you, roll out. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Enjoy yourselves tonight.
On February 3rd, 1959, a 15-year-old boy from North Dakota was hired to take Buddy Holly's place the day after the plane crash. To this day, the music of Buddy Holly has had a special meaning for him. Here's Bobby V and the Ricochets.
I'd like to do 3 songs right now that are among my favorites. These are 3 of the last songs that Buddy Holly recorded. What to Do, Crying, Waiting, Hoping, and Learning the Game, 30 years later.
What to do now that she doesn't want me? That's what haunts me. What to do? What to do to keep from feeling lonely? Want her only. What to do? Crying, waiting, hoping she'll come back. I just can't seem to get her off my mind. Crying, waiting, hoping she'll come back. Maybe someday soon things will change and she'll be mine. Hearts that are broken and love that's untrue, these go with learning the game. When you love her and she doesn't love you, you're only learning the game. When she says that you're the only one she'll ever love, then you find that you are not the one she's thinking of. Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, you're only learning the game. When she says that you're the only one she'll ever love, then you find that you are not the one she's thinking of. Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, you're only learning the game. Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, you're only learning the game. Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, you're only learning the game. That's when you're learning the game.
In his song American Pie in 1971, Don McLean paid tribute to the man whose death inspired the song, The Day the Music Died. It stands as a classic tribute to one of rock and roll's greatest heroes. Tonight, Don McLean's going to join us along with the Jordanaires and the Crickets. Don McLean.
Baby, baby, I'll have you. Baby, baby, you'll be true. Baby, baby, I'll have you for me. For me. It's funny, honey, you don't care. You never listen to my prayer. Baby, baby, you'll be too. Baby, baby, I had you for me. Swing that thing, yeah! Well, you are the one that makes me glad. And you are the one that's gonna make me feel sad. And when someday you want me, I'll be there. Well, see now, baby, baby, I'll have you. Baby, baby, you'll be true. Baby, baby, I'll have you for me. Baby, baby, I'll have you for me. Thank you. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? Do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. How do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You kicked off your shoes. I think those are rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now, for 10 years...
That's the first tour I'd ever been on. I didn't know what was good or bad, but I realized pretty quick that was going to get pretty rough. You know, just a few days after we got started, we were going right down the road and froze up. That bus was gone, and we had to get a converted school bus, which was probably one of the reasons a Big Bopper wanted to fly, you know. And when we got to Clear Lakes, Buddy had chartered the plane for me and him and Tommy also. And so Big Bopper had the flu, and he was a big man anyway, and you know those little seats in those school buses. There was no way he was going to get any rest, and he just come and asked me, he said, I'm feeling terrible, and I'd like to get in and get some rest. And would it be all right with you? And I said, well, if it's all right with Buddy, it's all right with me.
Singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
When I found out about it, and I just wanted to go home. That was all, you know, because, I mean, I was pretty young and had never really faced anything like that. I just didn't even mess around with the guitar for a couple of years, you know. And, you know, I felt guilty. I don't know how you blame yourself for things like that, but I mean, you know, I just felt terrible about the whole thing and didn't want any more to do with it, you know.
It was real sad. We, of course, it's kind of hard to talk about it even yet.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It took me 10 years before I could listen to the radio.
Same with me.
Buddy. And I just loved music before that, but I didn't even want to hear music after that.
It's only in the last year or two that I began to try to learn anybody's songs to sing myself, and it's just been too hard. I stumble over the words, and some of them very simple lyrics, and I can't remember them, and maybe subconsciously I don't want to. I don't know.
Of course, it was a very sad day. There was snow on the ground here a little bit, but the sun was shining. But it was a sad day. It just, we couldn't believe it at first.
I had gone home for lunch that day from the job where he tried to find me, and I got home. My wife told me, you better change your clothes and get over to your mother's house. Your brother's been killed. And it felt like falling through the floor, of course. But I was in a state of shock for several days after that. I guess I functioned. I don't know.
Mrs. Sullivan called and said, where we listened to the radio. And I said, no. And she says, you're not? And I said, why? And she said, well, they're playing some of Buddy's music. And I said, oh, well, we hear that a lot. She says, well, I just wondered if you'd turned your radio on, says you might turn it on. She had heard the news about Buddy's plane crash. So we turned it on, and that's the first thing we heard was, there's been a small plane crash up in Iowa, and it's rumored that Buddy Holly was one of the occupants. It's the first thing we heard when we turned it on. It was hard for me to even tell that man.
I think we would have gotten back together because we were somewhat in the process of that at the time. We had, like J.I. said, we had had a gentleman's agreement that if anyone ever got uneasy with the way things were going, all we had to do is call the other guys and we'd get back and start back where we'd left off. And we had a call waiting at the next job where they were going to go. And, you know, we were looking forward to a call coming back from Buddy the next day, and we were going to say, hey, Buddy, you know, it's not working out like we thought it was.
Yeah, I wish we'd stayed in New York with Buddy. Maybe it would have just changed stuff a little bit where Buddy wouldn't have been on the plane.
Now, the reason why I was not on that tour was because I was pregnant, and I was not feeling too well, and he would not want me there. He says, you know, it's not the best, so I was in bed most of the time. I was really not feeling too hot, and one of my aunts had come down to the apartment. He says, well, I said, what is this? This is I just wanted to check on you, and said, oh, well, I'm doing okay. But no sooner, you know, my aunt came in, I said, let's put the TV on. My aunt said, no. I said, oh, no, I want the TV on. So when I turned the TV on, it was a picture of Buddy.
Well, I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. She just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred stone where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. In the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken.
The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, why, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. They were singing with us. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Yeah, them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. Thank you. Let's have a big applause for the Crickets. Fantastic. Let's have some applause for the Jordanaires here, too.
Buddy Holly and the Crickets, a tribute, will continue.
Memories will follow me forever.
Listen, welcome back to our tribute for Buddy Holly and the Crickets. We're fixing to hear some more good music here. Starting with a man whose dark, dangerous guitar sound is known all over the world. I've heard it over most of the world myself. Back in the 50s, they called it the twang, and they called his band the Rebels. Here he is, the one and only Duane Eddy.
Thank you very much. We'd like to do a real old-fashioned rock and roll for you now, rock and roll song for you now. This one's called Ramrod.
Thank you. Listen, I want to take a moment here to introduce you to a few special guests. Maria Elena Holly, Buddy's wife. Buddy's two older brothers, Larry and Travis. And Buddy's niece, Sherry Holly. Vi Petty, the wife of the late Norman Petty, the Cricket's producer.
Think it over what you just said. Think it over in your pretty little head. Are you sure that I'm not the one? Is your love real or only fun? Think it over, think it over. A lonely heart grows cold and home. Think it over and don't be slow. Think it over and let me know. Just remember that the person be. Go back to last mystery. So think it over. Think it over. A lonely heart grows cold and old.
the purest soul on the planet. From Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Billy Swan. He's going to do a song, right?
Staying at home, waiting for you. You just won't get it 'cause you say we're through. Well, I've been looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. Well, you're not here, but baby, I don't care 'cause I'm looking for someone to love. Playing the field all day long since I found out I was wrong. Well, I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. Well, you're not here, but baby, I don't care 'cause I'm looking for someone to love. Myself thinking of you. You can't love me and another one too. Well, I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. Well, you're not here, but baby, I don't care 'cause I'm looking for someone to love. A drunk man, streetcar, foot slips, and there you are. When I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. Well, you're not here, but baby, I don't care 'cause I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love. I'm looking for someone to love.
Been working here tonight. Say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie. Well, that'll be the day when I die. Your girl loving and your hugs and kisses and your money too. You say you love me, baby, but still you tell me that one day that I'll be. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye.
Shot a star, he shot it at your heart, and we went apart in my league. You say you told me, and you told me go live it.